Hi, welcome to class. Today we're going to be working a little bit throughout the entire body. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter class. We're going to focus a lot on opening the shoulders and opening the chest. And if you feel that usually you like to use blocks for your practice, you're more than welcome to grab those and maybe a strap or something that would resemble a strap. So we're going to begin towards the back of the mat in an extended child's pose. So the knees are going to be as wide as the hips. The big toes are going to be touching. Press the sitting bones down towards the heels and then begin to walk the hands out in front of you. Rest the forehead, the third eye down on the mat. Allow yourself time here to find stillness. We will be working throughout class a little bit deeper, as I was saying, into the shoulders, into the chest. So give yourself some time here now to just find a little bit of peace in your own physical body. Notice the sensations in the hip flexors, in the tops of the feet. Notice what's going on with your knees. Observe the belly. Notice if you're able to breathe deeply into the belly, directing the breath there, allowing the belly to expand. And as you exhale through the mouth, notice if maybe you can walk the fingertips a tiny bit further forward, really feeling that elongation from the tips of the fingers down towards the tailbone. Begin to quiet the mind with your breath. Relax the muscles surrounding the jaw. Allow the tongue to hang heavy. Relax the muscles behind the eyes, the muscles of the forehead. Feel as the forehead presses into the floor. Inhale again, softly through the nose, directing the breath into your belly. And exhale through the mouth. The next inhalation, gently lift the head, gaze forward, come up onto the fingertips. Bring the fingertips into a tent shape here. So activating through the fingertips, pressing the fingertips firmly into the floor, raising the elbows off of the floor. Begin to internally rotate the arms. So the triceps are facing down towards the floor. The inside of the elbows is gazing up. And then slowly begin to rest the forehead back down on the floor. Chest is off of the floor, or maybe making its way down towards the floor. Ensuring that the elbows are elevated, pull the shoulders away from the ears and down the back. Keep creating that internal rotation with the arms. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Walk the fingertips a tiny bit further forward. Keep pressing the sitting bones down towards the heels. Continue to internally rotate those arms, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Neck is long. Inhale through the nose. Direct the breath into the belly. Puff up through the back of the heart. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale, lift the gaze towards your fingertips. Fingertips are still pressing into the floor. Walk the hands over towards the left. Making sure that the right sitting bone, the right glute is pressing down towards the right heel. Maybe you rest the forehead down on the floor in between your arms. Maybe you stack the right hand on top of the left, creating an even bigger opening here in the entire right side body. As you inhale, imagine you're directing the breath into your right lung. Exhale through the mouth. Check in what's happening with your right shoulder. Has it started to spin open a little bit? If so, begin to rotate the right shoulder down towards the floor, elbows still elevated, really active here. Making sure that the shoulders are squared, equally gazing down towards the floor. Another inhalation. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, raising the gaze. Walk the fingertips back through center. Walk the right hand a little bit further forward. Take the left hand, interlace it below the right, working the left ear down towards the floor. Rest the sitting bones down towards the heels. Gaze towards your left fingertips. Staying here with the right hand active, up on the fingertips, continuing to create that internal rotation of the arm, pulling the shoulder away from the ear, really active in the scapula. Alternatively, take your right arm up, rotate the arm, bring the right hand to the top of your sacrum. Begin to open the shoulder here, work the gaze up. If you'd like to go even deeper, then slide the hand towards the inside of your left thigh and create an even deeper twist here, opening the chest towards the left, gazing over top of the right shoulder. Stay active in the left arm. Make sure you're not sinking down into that left shoulder. Keep pressing yourself away from the floor with the top of the left hand and with the left shoulder in order to really create a deeper twist from the spine. Sitting bones still maintained on the heels. Relax any tension in the neck. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Slowly unwind from the pose wherever you are. If your right arm is extended, keep it there high up on the right fingertips. Press the right elbow down towards the floor. Bring the entire right palm down. Forearm is on the floor. Fingertips on the right hand are pointing forward, an extension of the right elbow. As you inhale, begin to extend the left arm overhead, gaze towards the left fingertips, really active in the fingertips here. Keep opening the chest, keep pressing the sitting bones down towards the floor. And exhale, bring the left hand out towards the front. Coming back up onto those fingertips, gaze forward. Opening the heart, opening the chest, keeping the belly a little bit active in order to protect the lower back. Begin to walk the hands over towards the right and taking the same variation that you did on the opposite side here. So making sure you're still creating that internal rotation of the arms. Either release the forehead down towards the floor in between your arms, or if you'd like to go a bit deeper, stack the left hand on top of the right, rest the forehead down. Keep pressing the left glute down towards the left heel. Imagine that you're breathing deeply into the entire left side body, puffing up the left lung. Exhale through the mouth. Notice what's happening with your left shoulder. Is it starting to spin open? If that's the case, can you pull the left shoulder down, making sure that the shoulders are squared towards the floor? Another deep inhalation here. Exhale through the mouth or nose, your choice. Inhale, gazing up, walking the left hand back through center, walking the fingertips a little bit further forward, interlace the right hand beneath the left, bringing the right ear down towards the floor. Notice What's starting to happen maybe with your quadriceps? Are there sensations you're experiencing because we've been in this pose for a pretty long time now? Feel the stretch that you're experiencing in your entire body. Begin to rotate the shoulder open on the left, gazing below the left armpit, staying with the left hand extended, or maybe bring the left arm up, rotate, bring the left hand to the top of the sacrum. Staying here, working your gaze up, using the strength of the outside of the right arm to press yourself up a little bit more, making sure that you're not crunching down into the right shoulder. Either staying here with the left hand or bringing the left hand to the inside of your right thigh, creating an even deeper twist. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Inhale deeply through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And as you exhale slowly and with control, unwind, bring the left hand back out in front of you, bring the left palm down, left elbow down, left fingertips an extension of the left elbow. As you inhale, bring the right arm up and overhead, gazing towards the right fingertips. Expanding the chest here, pull the belly in, keep grounding in the sitting bones. One more inhalation, active in the right fingertips. As you exhale with control, bring the right hand down to meet the left. Press the elbows into the floor, shift the weight towards the front. Bring your feet so that they're parallel to one another. Bring the knees in towards one another. So coming into a tabletop position on our elbows, on the forearms. Maybe you need to walk the elbows forward just a little bit. As you inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward. Exhale, round through the spine. Bring the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, dropping the belly, gazing forward, opening the heart. Exhaling, rounding through the spine. Inhaling, gazing forward, opening the heart. Exhale. Inhale like this one more time, gazing forward, opening the heart, opening the throat, pulling the tailbone up. Exhaling, rounding through the spine, bringing the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, coming into a neutral spine, tuck the toes back behind you. Active in the belly, press the fingertips firmly into the floor. Arms are parallel to one another. You can open them a little bit wider if the shoulders need that kind of space. And then slowly begin to raise the hips towards the ceiling. Walk the feet in just a little bit. So coming into a tiny little dolphin pose here. Working right into the shoulders, feeling the warmth. Stay bent in the knees, heels are high. Gaze out towards your thumbs. Keep pressing your fingertips firmly into the floor. Feel the heat as it is starting to generate in your body. Take an inhalation, keep the knees parallel to one another, active in the inner thighs. Pull the belly in. Exhale through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, gazing in towards your thumbs. Exhale slowly and with control, drop the knees down towards the floor. Keep the legs parallel to one another. Hips width distance apart. Walk the hands towards the back. Come bringing yourself up on your knees. Toes are tucked back behind you. Bring your hands to your waist as you inhale, opening the heart, opening the chest, opening the throat, gazing up. Exhale through the nose. Active in the glutes, active in the quads. Inhale. Exhale slowly and with control, bringing the sitting bones down towards the heels, keeping the toes tucked. Inhale, bring the arms up and overhead, gaze at your fingertips. Exhale, bend into the elbows, press the heart forward, gazing up. Extend the arms out in front of you, round through the spine, bring the hands together. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, bending into the elbows, opening the heart, opening the chest, opening the throat, gazing up. Exhale, extending the arms out in front of you, rounding through the spine. Inhale, gazing up, bending into the elbows, opening the heart. Exhaling, extending the arms out in front of you, rounding through the spine, chin tucks in. One more like this. Inhaling, extending the arms, bending the elbows, gazing up. Exhale, extending the arms out in front of you, chin tucks in. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands out in front of you, coming into tabletop. Drop the belly, gaze forward, opening the heart. Exhale, rounding through the spine, chin tucks in. Inhaling, gazing up, opening the heart. Exhaling, rounding through the spine. Inhaling, dropping the belly, gazing forward. Exhaling, rounding through the spine, chin to chest. One more like this. Inhaling, gazing forward. As you exhale with the toes still tucked, begin to raise the hips, coming into downward facing dog. Press the fingertips firmly into the floor. Knees can stay bent here as much as you'd like to. Keep pulling the tailbone up. Elongate the spine. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, gaze forward. Shift high up onto the toes, coming into a plank pose. Really active in the fingertips here, protracting through the scapula. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, shift the feet towards the right. Right heel presses into the floor. Maybe you stack the feet on top of one another, slowly raising the left arm overhead, coming into side plank. Take an inhalation. Exhale with control. Drop the left elbow down onto the floor, shifting into side plank on the other side, stacking the feet, extending the right arm overhead. Take an inhalation. Exhale, bring the right elbow in line with the left, squaring off the hips towards the floor. Begin to walk the feet in towards the center of the mat, coming into dolphin. Take an inhalation. Exhale, begin to really press into the hands here, pressing yourself away from the floor, active in the arms, pull the belly in. Relax the tension in the neck. Inhale deeply. Exhale, walk the feet towards the back of the mat, returning back into that forearm plank pose. Bring the left hand into the floor. Raise yourself up, shift yourself over towards the left side, extending the right arm overhead. Side plank on the left on your hand. Inhale. Exhale, now shift the weight back onto your right elbow, shift the weight towards the right side body, coming into side plank on your right forearm, extending the left arm overhead. Take an inhalation here. Exhale, return back with that left elbow down onto the floor, gaze into the space between your thumbs, begin to walk your feet towards the front, returning back to that dolphin pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale with control. Drop the knees down towards the floor. Open the knees, hips width distance apart, keeping the toes tucked. Begin to bring yourself up, bringing your hands to your waist, gazing overhead. Take an inhalation. Pull the glutes in towards one another. Exhale with control, bringing your sitting bones back down onto your heels. Extend the arms out in front of you. And then slowly begin to shift the weight into your heels, bringing the belly to the top of the thighs, chin tucks in. Keep extending the arms out in front of you in line with your ears. Exhale with control, coming into chair pose, a little bit wide-legged. So the feet aren't quite together, they're hips width distance apart. Generous bend in the knees, arms extend overhead. Belly pulls in, tailbone pulls down. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, begin to straighten through the legs. Bring hands to opposing elbows. Allow yourself to hang heavy in ragdoll. Bend into one knee at a time. Allowing the spine to hang heavy. Slowly and with control, bring the head all the way up. Rolling your spine up, bring the arms up and overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands down towards the floor. Begin to walk the fingertips towards the front of the mat, returning back into that downward facing dog position. Feet remain hips width distance apart, just walking the hands forward. Keep pulling the tailbone up. Keep active in the belly. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale, settling into your downward facing dog. Press the left foot firmly into the floor with your inhalation. Bring the right leg up and overhead. As you exhale, bend into the right knee. Shift the weight forward. Bring the right knee towards your right shoulder. Keep the right heel glued towards the glute. As you exhale, drop the right foot on the outside of your right hand with control. Bend into the right knee. Drop the left knee down onto the floor. Inhale, bring the arms up and overhead. So the right foot is towards the right side of the mat. The left foot is back behind you. Keep opening the heart. As you exhale, begin to straighten into the right leg rather. Flex the right toes. Rotate the body so that now you're facing towards the side, the right side. Really active in the inner thighs here. And then as you exhale, bring the hands to the outside of your right foot. Take an inhalation. Pull the inner thighs in towards one another, active in the quadriceps. And then as you exhale, begin to walk the hands further away from you, dropping the head down towards the floor. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming back up, walking the fingertips back towards you with control, bringing yourself all the way back up, pulling the belly in, tucking the tailbone down. Bend into that right knee, shift the weight forward. Lift the left foot off of the floor, rotate the left foot towards the right side. Bring the right hand to the inside of your right foot, extend the left arm overhead. Inhale here. Exhale, coming all the way up, straightening through the right foot, pressing the right big toe firmly into the floor. Bring the left hand in line with your left knee, this time extending the right arm overhead, feeling the elongation in the entire right side body. Inhale. Exhale, bring the right hand down to meet the left. Flip the toes so that they're facing the back of the mat. So you're facing the back of the mat, bringing the feet back in line. Left knee is still bent. Press the hands firmly into the floor. Puff up through the scapula. Bring the left knee to nose, round through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, drop the left foot in between your hands. Micro bend into the right knee. Pull the inner thighs in towards one another. Bring the right heel for more off of the floor. Once you have the alignment here, bring the left arm up and overhead, gaze towards your left fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. Raise the right hand, coming into a twisted lunge. Pull the inner thighs in towards one another. Left big toe firmly in the floor. Release any tension in the shoulders. Opening the heart, opening the chest. Exhale, bring the left hand towards the back of the right thigh, coming into an exalted crescent. Bend into that left knee a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, unwinding from the pose, bending into that right knee, shifting the weight towards the front of the mat, flexing through the left toes, coming into Skandasana, extending the right arm away from you, left arm overhead. Really active in the left leg. Inhale deeply. Exhale with control, bring the hands together through heart center, drop your left glute down towards the floor. Bring the right knee down to meet the left. Come onto the top of the right foot. Left toes are flexed. Inhale, arms overhead. Rotate the body now so that it's facing the outside of your left hip. And then as you exhale, walk the hands towards the left side on the floor. Begin to drop the forehead down towards the floor. Make sure that the right sitting bone is firmly planted into the floor. Keep pressing the top of the right foot into the floor. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, walking yourself all the way back up. Bring the right knee back up. Keep sitting on the left heel. Bring your left hand to the inside of your right ankle. Extend the right arm overhead. As you exhale, begin to drop the left shoulder on the inside of the left knee, and then extend the right hand, looking for your left foot rather here. So this is where you could use a strap if you'd like to. The idea is that we're going to be opening the chest and shoulders, gazing towards the top. So you don't want the right shoulder to be pushing the chest down and closing off the chest. We're really expanding here and opening. Take one inhalation here deeply through the nose and exhale through the nose. Inhale, slowly unwind from the pose, bringing the hands together through heart center, bringing your sitting bone off of the floor. Rotate yourself towards the front of the mat, coming into pyramid pose with the legs high up on the fingertips. Inhale, gaze forward, square the hips. Exhale, shift the weight towards the front of the mat, bring the left leg up. Inhale here. Exhale, left knee to nose, round through the spine. Inhale slowly, coming all the way up, bringing the left knee with you. Right hand to the inside, to your right waist. Bring your left hand to the outside of your left foot, to the left heel, or to grab your toes, your big toe, with your peace fingers. Alternatively, you can also use a strap here, placing the strap on your foot, and then slowly extending the left leg towards the left side, opening the heart, opening the chest. Inhale deeply. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, activate the belly. Exhale with control, bending back into that left knee, slowly bringing the left foot down to meet the right. Inhale, arms overhead, gaze at your fingertips. Exhale, bringing the hands down towards the floor, dropping the forehead towards the knees. Inhale, gaze forward, flat back. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor, walk towards the back of the mat, coming into a high plank. Take an inhalation here, opening the heart, puffing up through the back of the heart rather. Exhale, drop the heels over towards the left, stacking the feet on top of one another, extending the right arm overhead, coming into Vashisthasana or side plank on the left. Take an inhalation. Exhale, bring the right elbow down onto the floor. Shift your weight towards the right now. Forearm plank on the right side, extending the left arm overhead. Take an inhalation, active in the quadriceps. Exhale, bring the left forearm down to meet the right. Arms are parallel, coming into forearm plank. Gaze at your thumbs. With the exhalation, begin to walk the feet towards the elbows, coming into dolphin. Staying here for a few breaths. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, walk the feet back towards the back of the mat. Forearm plank, press the right hand into the floor, coming into side plank on the right side, extending the left arm overhead. Inhale. Exhale, bringing the left forearm down, coming into side plank on the other side. You're always more than welcome to take any foot variation or any leg variation that suits you here. So the feet don't have to be stacked. They can be one in front of the other. You can start working into a tree pose, into a full extension, whatever is suitable to you. With control, bring the right elbow back down to meet the left, returning back into that forearm plank. Active in the belly, active in the shoulders. Begin to walk the feet towards the front, returning back into that dolphin pose. Gaze towards your thumbs, release any tension in your neck. Inhale, press your fingertips really firmly into the floor. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale with control. Drop the knees down onto the floor. Keeping the toes tucked. Slowly and with control, bring yourself up. Bring the arms overhead. As you exhale, bring your hands either to your lower back or to your heels, coming into full camel. Gaze back behind you or overhead, active in the glutes, active in the belly. Inhale. Exhale, slowly bringing yourself all the way back up, hands through heart center, bringing the sitting bones onto your heels. Bring the heels down onto the floor, extend the arms out in front of you, tucking the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, coming into a wide-legged chair pose. Exhale, bringing hands to elbows, coming into ragdoll, allowing the head to hang heavy. Bending into one knee at a time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming up to a flat back, gazing forward. Exhaling, bowing the head back down. Inhale with control, bringing yourself all the way up to standing, bringing the arms overhead, gazing at your fingertips. Exhale, bringing the hands back down towards the floor, walking the hands towards the front of the mat, returning into that familiar down dog shape. Feet are still hips width distance apart. Tailbone is pulling up. A deep inhalation in the nose. And exhale. Press the right foot firmly into the floor with your inhalation. Bring the left foot up. Bend into the left knee, high up on the left toes. Bring the left knee towards the left shoulder. Stay here for the inhalation. As you exhale with control, drop the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Bring the right knee down onto the floor. Press the left toes firmly into the floor. As you inhale, bring the arms overhead. Gaze towards your fingertips. As you exhale, begin to straighten through the left foot. Flex the left toes. Rotate your body towards the left side. Pull the inner thighs in towards one another, dropping the hands down on the outside of the left leg. Pulling those inner thighs really in towards one another, begin to bow the head down. Take an inhalation and exhale. Inhale, slowly rise. Re-bending into that left knee. Bring the left foot up with control. Rotate bring the right foot up, the right foot back behind you on the left side. Bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Extend the right arm overhead. Taking a deep inhalation here, opening the entire right side body, gazing towards the right elbow or maybe overhead. As you exhale, bringing yourself back up, straightening through the left leg, pointing the left toe, pressing it into the floor, extending the left arm overhead. Take a deep inhalation, push the hips slightly forward, but keep that tuck of the tailbone, opening the chest, pulling the shoulder blades towards one another. As you exhale, rotate yourself towards the back of the mat, tucking the left toes, pulling the left heel toward the right heel towards the right glute, bring the right knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale with control, drop the right foot in between your hands. With control, as you inhale, keeping the left hand on the floor, extend the right arm overhead, gaze towards the right fingertips. And then slowly and with control, pull the inner thighs in towards one another. Really active in the belly. Begin to extend the right arm back behind you, left arm out in front of you, coming into a twisted crescent. Inhale, gaze towards the right fingertips. Exhale, right hand towards the back of the left thigh. Extend the left arm overhead, opening the entire left side body now. You can probably feel it from the left knee, really active in the left toes, but then the psoas, the whole left core is really open here. Inhale. Exhale, shifting the left hand forward, rotating the back foot, flexing through the right toes, bending into the left knee, coming into an open skandasana, extending the left arm as an extension of your left foot, right arm overhead. Take a deep inhalation here, opening the heart. Exhale with control, hands in front of your heart, drop the right glute down onto the floor. Pivot the left knee now so that it's in line with the right. You're on top of the left foot. Flex through the right toes. Bring the arms overhead. And then exhale, rotate your body so that it's facing the right side. Stay really active in the right foot and right leg. Drop the hands down towards the floor. Keep walking them away from you. And then really drop the forehead down. The left sitting bone is firmly planted in the floor. Keep pushing the left shoulder down, pulling the right shoulder to be in line with the left. Inhale. Exhale, slowly making your way all the way back up. Flipping the left foot, left knee is facing up. Opening the hips again. Bring the right hand to the left ankle, left arm extends. Bring the right elbow down towards the floor. Left hand makes its way in the direction of the right foot. It's really not important if it touches it. If it does, cool. If not, it's not important. It's more about creating that openness here of the chest. So we really don't want to be compensating for lack of openness in our side body by forcing ourselves to get to our foot and then really closing the chest off. If you are reaching your foot, you can bring your left hand to the outside of your right foot and then push the left elbow up and gaze up. An inhalation here. Exhale, slowly bringing yourself back up, hands through heart center, active in the legs, bringing the sitting bones off of the floor. Rotate yourself towards the front of the mat, coming into pyramid pose with the legs squaring the hips off. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, micro bend in that left knee. Extend the right leg back behind you. And then bend into the right knee, bring the knee to nose round through the spine. With control, bring yourself all the way up to standing, bringing the right knee with you. Bring the arms overhead. Exhale, left hand to left waist. Bring the right hand to the right heel, to the right big toe, to the outside of the right foot. Begin to extend the right leg away from you. Inhale here, opening the heart again, pulling the shoulder blades in towards one another. Active in both legs. Quadriceps are really turned on. Exhale with control, bending back into that right knee. Dropping the right foot down to meet the left. Relaxing the arms alongside your body, closing your eyes. Big toes are touching. Tailbone is slightly pulled down, extending through the crown of the head. Pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Pulling the inner thighs in towards one another. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. From here, you're more than welcome to transition into Shavasana or the final pose by just laying down, or collectively we're going to go just through one vinyasa together. So as you inhale, blink the eyes open, bring the arms overhead, gaze towards your fingertips. As you exhale, bring the hands down to frame the feet, dropping the crown of the head down. Inhale, bring the up to a flat back. Exhale, press the hands into the floor, walk the feet towards the back of the mat, coming into plank. Shift the weight forward, high up on the toes, bend into the elbows 90 degrees. Inhale, coming into upward facing dog. Exhale, coming into a downward facing dog. Staying here for a few breaths. The next inhalation, gaze forward, high up on the toes, bend the knees with control, drop the knees at exactly the same time. Cross the feet back behind you in the ankles, walk your hands towards the back, sit on your glutes, extend the feet out in front of you. Maybe bring your hands to the back of your thighs, rounding through the spine with control, bringing yourself all the way down. You're more than welcome to close your eyes here. Take up as much space as you need to, returning back into that place of stillness where we started class. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the chest, relaxing the throat. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I will see you next time.